as you imagine by the title and or having the ability to have eyes and vision, this is about the wagon. I've been needing to do this for a long time, get the new exhaust all put together. Been sourcing some parts, been kind of contemplating, imagining how I want to do this thing. Time to get to tear this thing apart. Won't do a whole lot of pitter patter, just time to get at her. All that exhaust needs to come out and be redone. Maybe I don't have to unbolt the header, because I really don't feel like unbolting the header, so I'm gonna try that first. Didn't even have to sharpen it once this entire time. I'm figuring this stuff out. Alright, so I got a late start today, so I am going to go ahead and call it for the evening. But I got my big rating stick here, pretty tall. I'd say it's probably the dash, another foot. A little confession, I did kind of make one side look really good, just for camera wise. This side, not nearly as pretty. I did need to adjust the tungsten a little bit, maybe need to make a little adjustments here and there, but overall I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. I'm sure you'll make it work. Those V-bands are real nice to weld. Yeah, that turned out pretty good. Made this little pipe too. Had to weld over a pretty big gap there, but hey, I made it work with the TIG welder. I'm gonna put the other V-band here, V-band here, and actually I'm gonna try to sneak it around the diff. If we can see it or not. I touched the hot filler rod to my forehead. It smelled like a hot dog when I was cooking, so if you ever wonder what I smell like cooked, it smells like a hot dog. Sorry, Hannah. Well, I'm gonna call it for this evening. It's about dinner time, and I had a good stopping spot. So as I started back there, I started with the flex, the old resonators, a good long straight boy here. I ended up putting this V-band in, so it's a little easier to work on because it's really hard to weld all this stuff up with it all being one long ass piece. This will be adjusted a little bit, and then when I get the muffler hang, it'll be up off that subframe. But there's a little bit of adjustment also with that V-band being in there, and that'll go up into the muffler here soon enough.
Hey baby, I'm leaving. So,
exhaust insulator Assura del tubo de exhausto. This one is for 76 to 93 Accord. Oh wait, 76 to 93 Civic, so this should, it doesn't say four-wheel drive, it says four-wheel drive Tercel, so hopefully this will work for the four-wheel drive application of this Honda. I might make sure they had the right one. Luckily my local O'Reilly's has the exhaust hanger for this year model. And Hannah likes it because it has an H in there, and it's for her. Or Honda. Hannah Honda. Maybe that's what her channel should be. That really is not too bad. It's touching a little bit there on the subframe, and a little bit there, but I can beat that out of that if I want to. I think that's pretty freaking good. The only problem is I'm running low on gas, and I really want to put this V-band here where the exhaust and the muffler go together, because I can't, if I weld that together, I wouldn't be able to get that pipe out. I don't know, I'm really low on gas, and this thing it's not quite level yet, but if I break that tack, push that side up a little bit, that'll give me where I want to be level wise. But no, that looks kind of killer. Yeah, I'll be able to tuck that up a little more too if I just break that weld. But now that I have the connecting pipe to the back, I'm way closer than I was before. So that's gonna be sick. I kind of want to start it up and see what it's gonna sound like too. Whoa. Several miscalculations. I think I've got a pretty. This is still pretty warm. I just finished welding that. I had to shorten that, but I did end up putting the V-band on the end of this. I am completely out of argon. I was able to do the rest of the welds. So even if I have to do like my exhaust hanger welds, I could hook up a MIG. I really don't want to, but I've been having a lot of fun with the TIG, getting good with it and kind of getting used to it again. I feel like it could be a little prettier, but I mean, actually it's not that ugly. I mean, you can see. I mean, I'm not mad at that. I mean, it's burnt a little bit of paint, so I have a little bit of garbage in there, but it's all turning out really well. I feel like if I hit that, I can mount that about right there, which is freaking pretty good. Unfortunately, it means I gotta pull this thing back out and then I gotta smash the spare tire well. I need my safety glasses, but I don't know where they're at. Freaking problem solver. Actually, it's pretty good. If I crank that thing down, that looks pretty good. All right, ready for the first startup, Enzo? Fingers crossed. Initials on there. Let's go and tuck it up underneath there. I'll actually move that up before I close out this video because that'll get smacked and bent. But it goes all the way to the front with the new Flex Boy and the old school, those old vibrant resonators that are up there still on it. With this new length here in this new area, I could actually add some more resonance or maybe some kind of muffler in there if I want to bring it down just a little bit more, because it is still real loud. Which, I mean, I didn't expect a whole lot out of this. This whatever $40, $50 muffler, whatever it was from Summit. I mean, it looks good. Does the thing. It muffles. There's nothing packed in it. It's just literally just a couple baffles in there. So it really doesn't do much, and I guess I shouldn't expect much out of it. But the good thing is I can put some tips on here, or do whatever afterwards as well. Man, I am super stoked about this. Like, for the most part, most of the welds turned out pretty good. Where I burnt through a few times, I mean, I really can't fault it too terribly bad. You know, all this stuff looks good. There's a big gap here that I had to fill. All this stuff turned out well, and I'm actually not afraid to show this up close because I'm kind of proud of it. I mean, it's not the best, but for the stuff that I have, I am not mad at all. So, yeah, cool. Not moving at all. Literally at the very bottom of that tank. Well, that's gonna wrap it up on the Civic Wagon exhaust. So that was probably my favorite exhaust I've ever built. You've seen videos before. If you haven't, in the past, I've done a little exhaust work on this thing. I've always used the MIG though, and it's been messy. It's not the best. I really wanted to get dialed in with the TIG and get a lot of experience on there, so I built the header on here originally. It was the first real big TIG project I did. So I kind of had a little bit of seat time with it, but it's been a year or two now, and I kind of fell out of it. So I wanted to get back and build a new exhaust for this thing because it really needed one. The cobbled up one I had before was literally zip ties and an old V-band that was leaking horribly. So I chopped all that stuff up, bought all new supplies, and really the difference between this and the other exhaust is I just took my time. I took 3 full days, just kind of plan it out, make it all how I want to do, and turned out really, really well. We'll see how it does in the long term, like on the trails and stuff. The lowest part of the exhaust just dips maybe about an inch below where the diff is. So most of the time I'm missing rocks is where the diff is, so I'm trying to keep it out of the center of the car. So, I mean, I'm already trying to miss that spot, and if it does hit that, no big deal. Puts a dent in the exhaust. A little self-clearancing isn't the worst thing in the world. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. We're gonna get some food. But yeah, for all my welding purposes, this is a CRV table underneath here. So that's my welding table for now. Eventually I'm gonna build another table for here. So yeah, the CRV table did a great job. I can't be upset about that. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up with talking. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.